Today I'm showing you a kind of unique gift card design. This one opens up like a card, but then the gift card is in this little part here, and I wanted to design it where it didn't need a belly band but used a tie to close it. Although at the end I'm going to show you an option too if you don't like this idea. I'll show you how to do a belly band, but check this out. You open it up and then there's your gift card. Hello everyone, welcome to sunnydaystamping.com. I'm Julie Baca and I'm so excited to show you just exactly how to make this gift card holder. I'm going to break it down into easy steps. I want you to make these projects at home. So I provide all of the measurements on my blog post. I just don't trust myself too much to do them right on the video because you guys know, those of you who watch me, I just am kind of scatterbrained sometimes. But anyway, so they're on the blog post. All the measurements, you're going to find additional photos there to just give you ideas. And also, if you want your cards to look just like mine, you can purchase all the supplies. I use only current products so that you can get exactly the look that you're wanting. All right, let's get started. So when you're designing your gift card holder, pick anything that you love to use. I'm going to be using the iconic imagery, the stamp set, the die set, and the designer series paper. Let me show you guys this designer series paper. It is just an eclectic mix of all kinds of holiday papers all in one pack. I absolutely love that. Like, so much versatility. It's not like you've gonna have like a bunch of Christmas paper left over or a bunch of fall paper left over. I'll go through each of these pieces one at a time. Yeah, let me do that real quick. So let's start with the fall, and this I'll show you both sides, this side and then this side for fall. Check this out. Look at these, how they are going to coordinate together with each other, right? Look at that. Awesome. And then now we're kind of getting into Christmas, but this would still go with fall. This would be great for a Father's Day card, just any kind of masculine card. Now we've got like full-on Christmas happening here, but still not. I mean, you can pair these with any of these other things to just be like a generic forest masculine card, somebody who likes hiking or whatever, candy canes. And then yeah, just some wonderful holiday. Now you were kind of getting into, you can do Hanukkah cards, birthday. This even goes with birthday, any kind of anniversary celebration, New Year's, just winter, some Hanukkah, peace, love, you know, encouraging, and then Valentine's. I mean, look how you're going to be able to use the entire pack of paper for the whole year. Now, the dies in this set are also going to cut out some of the images in the designer series paper, as well as the stamps. So it is just a great versatile set to have for all kinds of things. But you also have a lot of the words that also go with those holidays. So anyway, that's why I'm using this set. So I am going to show you how to cut the designer series paper just because it stresses me out because I hate to waste my pretty paper. I figured out a way to cut it efficiently so that you just need 2 pieces to cut all the pieces. We're going to cut it at the 3 7/8 first, and that you did not hear the cutting sound because I'm totally faking it. I cut this first before the video, and then I'm like, oh no, I want to show them how to do this on camera. So that was a fake. Okay, so you're going to cut it at 3 7/8 first. Save this piece because we're going to use this for the inside, the gift card holder piece. Rotate this and then finish your cutting. This one's cut at 5 1/8. If you need a refresher on 8ths, I did a video on that and I will link it right up here. I'll also put it in the description of the video. Okay, so this is for the that layer there. Now we'll cut our gift card pocket. So I'm just going to cut it at 4 and then at 1 1/2. So we'll have 2 pieces of scrap, which you can save, although these are pretty small. Or you could, I just did that pinwheel video the other day. You could save that. All of the measurements for this card are on my blog post. It's at sunnydaystamping.com. I linked it in the description of this video. You can click it, go right over there to get the measurements. If you'd like my print and make project sheet, which comes with all the measurements and everything, I email those out to my email subscribers. So if you're not on my list, go get on my list. After after I email them out, they go to my tutorial store. So if you want them for free, get on my email list. Now the next piece is I'm going to open up this card so you can see where they go. They go on the inside, and we already did our little pocket there. If your paper has a direction that you care about, which I do, I wanted these to be vertical. For this cut, you want your direction of your paper to be in landscape. And then you're going to cut it at 3, which is going to give you the width that you need here. And then you're going to cut it down to 4. Now, this piece is scrap, unless it has something pretty on the back that you want to cut out using the dies. And in one of my, well, this is a mess. You can tell I was using this a lot. So maybe your paper has one of these images that you can cut out to decorate your card. But the other piece, save this to decorate your envelope. All right, the next thing I'm going to show you is this fold out section. So this fold out section is scored in 2 places at 3 1/4 and 6 1/2. Well, this paper trimmer only goes to 6 unless you open this up, but 6 1/2 is a little hard for me to find. So I thought, well, maybe it's hard for you to find. So here is the 6. The 6 1/2 is right over here. Oh my goodness, that's not in focus. Here, let's try this. I have to put my hand there. Sorry. And my hands are always so dry because I do a lot of pull-ups and weightlifting. So this is the 6 1/2. So it's right past this brown section. Bang, is right there. And I cut that wrong. So now I'm cutting it and now it's right. I'm like, I'm looking at the score lines. I'm like, those don't look even. Yeah, the score lines were right. I had cut the piece the wrong length. Okay, so now you're just gonna burnish on those score lines. Do it nice and good. You don't want this to pop up, although it is absolutely going to no matter what you do. But we can try to push them down really hard. Now, I like to use a piece of scrap paper because you can even see on my scrap paper. Do you see that shiny line there? That would have been on my cardstock. So I like to protect my cardstock when I'm going to be like really aggressive at squishing it down. That did pretty good. And you can see that my cardstock is completely unmarred, but my scrap paper has those shiny lines. So now you're just going to need a regular card base, and then the last bits of paper we're going to stamp on. So in order to keep supplies low, I'm just using 2 colors of ink, Cajun Craze and Mossy Meadow, which are awesome for fall, and then I added in black. And the option 2 card at the end, I just used black. So this is the panel that is on the front of the card. But remember, a lot of the front of the card is covered up by that beautiful ribbon. So I want to stamp my sentiment down here at the bottom so that when the ribbon is tied, I can still see the words. So in this stamp set, you can see there are a lot of outlines and then the middles are the fill in. So I'm going to use both of these, but I'm not going to use them together just to give you a different idea on how to use them. So the Christmas tree does that. And this, like, that's not really holly. I don't know what that is. What kind of plant is that you plant, people? Oh, and look, the berries do that, and the hearts and the stars. There are so many things going on in this stamp set. Love it. So I'm going to open up my Mossy Meadow, and I'm going to put just 1 green leaf on here because this is kind of like our focal point. Grateful, right? And then open up your Cajun Craze and take the outline leaf, and we're just going to stamp randomly around. We're only going to put one of these leaves, show the full image of these leaves. So we kind of want them to look like they're falling around, and make sure you're stamping off your paper. See how much more interesting that looks? So make sure you cover up your work surface. I am stamping on, it's called a Stamp and Pierce mat. It's like $5. It's awesome. It gives you a good impression for any of your stamps. So if you have a hard time, if you feel like you're not getting like a nice clear image with your stamps, you can try that. It gives it just a little extra cush. Boy, I was trying to be random, but look how symmetrical I am. Line, line, oh well. We're going to go with it. So this was my first one, which is way better than this one. You can see I did less leaves, so less is more. Less is more. You know what? I think we're going to use my first example. So I'm just going to cut out a couple things, a little banner where I'm going to put some words, and I am going to cut out a leaf. We may or may not use it, but I have this little scrap of paper, so I'm going to use it. Now, when you are cutting out little pieces on your cut and emboss machine, don't put them in the middle. The middle is reserved for dies that are huge and can't go anywhere else. So when you have little ones, put them along the edges of your mat. What do you call these? words escape me when I get on camera. So I keep one of these on the bottom that is all marred up, and then a newer one on the top. So I always have the same one on the top and the same one on the bottom. And then when I crank this through, you can see that I'm using the edge of my mat thing. So this is supposed to get all marred up. It's going to get warped. Boy, I've had this one for almost 3 years, and it is not even bent. But you'll notice yours will get bent. So make sure you flip it over and flip it over. And as much as possible, use the edges. It's going to make this last longer. So I could have stamped that first and then cut it out, but I'm going to try to do it the other way around and be on camera. I don't know how this is going to work. Oh, I did pretty good. Okay, now we are gonna take this little tiny label, which I just think is so cute. Now we're gonna choose 2 of these little words to fit inside here. I'm gonna do for you because at the front of the card was grateful, and so I want the inside to be for you. So what I wanted to show you was grab these little pieces, and you can combine these words in a lot of different ways. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this on my grid paper, the 4. Now, if I were to, I'm gonna show you this first. If I put this here and squish, I want to squish these up so that they're touching, or else there's gonna be like a weird gap in between. So now let's double try this. Double try? I don't know what. We will try it once and then we will try it again. Okay. All right. So now I'm gonna line this up on my lines here and see if I got those straight. It looks like. Yeah, it looks like I got those straight. You can see I even have those butted up against each other, and it's still like a little bit of space in between. So I'm going to squish them even more and then try again. You could stamp these separately and try to line them up. I just know myself, and that is not going to work right. Now I rotated it a little bit. I love scrap paper. Okay, all right, that looks good. And now I'm going to stamp right in my label. I did want to, I liked cutting the label for this first so that I can make sure that for you got in there right. All right, before we put our stamps away, let's go ahead and just put a leaf on the back of our card just to give it a little something. Holy cow, I forgot to do the inside of the card. Bring my stamps back out. I'm actually going to try something different. I'm going to clean off that Cajun Craze, the outline stamp. Oh, this is my Stamp and Scrub. I just recently got this a couple months ago, and I absolutely love it because I used to use the chamois, but there's something so convenient about this that folds up. It's like a hard case, and I can rub it. I can even like use it vertically because you just, once I get stamping, I don't know about you guys, it is like a disaster zone in here. It looks all nice and pretty right here, but there is like hardly an inch of space anywhere to put anything. So it helps to have some vertical space. Okay, what I want to try is, and I did not test this ahead of time. Okay, I'm going to test it on my paper because I should not do things on camera. So I'm going to stamp that in full strength and then see what happens when I stamp it and put it off. Oh yeah, that's gorgeous. Okay, we're gonna do some green leaves and some Cajun Craze leaves. Let's see. Oh wow, I fully just stamped on myself. Okay, now we're gonna stamp off and fill those in. Oh my gosh, that looks so amazing. Okay, now I'm gonna clean these. We'll clean both of these and then we'll just do like 2 leaves in the Cajun Craze. I'm gonna do less is more and obey my rule. So let's do 1 here and 1 here. Oh no, I think we need 1 more. I think we need one more. Where should we put it? Okay, we'll see. I hope I did that. Okay. Let's see what these look like with the Cajun Craze. Oh, I just love it. I am getting so excited for fall and oh there, that looks beautiful. I want it. Should we put, this is really dead over here. Okay, one more. There, it's just the tiniest bit. It'll be fine. Oh yeah, that's exactly what that needed. Set this aside. Actually, no, bring it back out. Let's go ahead and glue this puppy right in here so that we don't lose it. This is the inside of the card. You could put words in here if you wanted to. I just was leaving it kind of plain. Holy cow, that is really not straight. Again, here we go. My hands are so inky. I'm going to use my bone folder to squish that down. Except my bone folder had glue on it. What is happening, people? Okay. Holy cow, look what I did. Look what I did. This was the back of our card. I think it'll be okay. Wait, let's see. Let's see if this covers it up. Holy cow, wonderful, wonderful. All right, let's just put another back stamp on here. I don't feel like cleaning off my leaf, so we're going to do Cajun Craze on the back. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, it's good. It's good. Okay, learn from my mistake. Thankfully, we have a piece of paper to cover up this mistake. Let's put this on the front. I hate to cover that up. Those acorns are so, so, so cute. Okay, now do not glue anything else to the front of this card because we got to add the ribbon. But let's do our fold out section. So that's when we are going to put this piece on the very front of the fold out. And then our next piece, this one. And now don't just glue this piece down because sometimes your gift card won't fit. So go ahead and just lay your gift card right on the kind of the middle there. You can put it directly in the middle actually. And then you're going to put a thin line of glue along 3 sides of this, the 2 short ones and the long one. And then you're going to line this up with the bottom of your card. And then you're just going to press it around the gift card holder, and that's just going to give it that little bit of depth that it needs so that the gift card can easily move in and out of there. It would be too tight if it just got glued down. So if you're going to make one of these cards with a belly band closure, you really need something to close it because look at that. As much as we burnished it, it still is like a spring. If you're going to do the belly band, you're just going to glue it right on there. But I'm going to show you how to do the ribbon. And this is what I think was the best way to do this, is you lay your ribbon on top of here. And you're going to need like 18 inches is what I'm thinking. I'm actually not going to cut it off my spool. I'll just give myself enough here. So I lay that on there, and then I'm going to put glue on the back of this and make sure to get the middle because we want this ribbon to stick down. This is that beautiful, it's black and vanilla gingham ribbon, which matches this vanilla here. So I almost glued that upside down. That would not surprise me in the least. Okay, so let's make sure the words are going the right way. Make sure your ribbon is in the center and then glue that puppy down. Just set it right on top of there. Let it sit there for just a second before moving it. Then open this up, remove the gift card, and then just spread that glue around, making sure it's nice and stuck. And now it's going to be so easy to tie this ribbon because it's stuck on there. You guys, I didn't leave myself enough ribbon. I did not leave myself enough ribbon. Okay, let's see. Oh, maybe I did. Oh no, I don't know. It's a little bit short. It makes it so much harder when it's short, and I'm so ribbon challenged to begin with. Let's see. That looked so good, and then just went ping. Take 2. Oh, there we go. All right, and then I'll pull this tail and pull that tail, and you're going to rotate around here. There it is. Oh my gosh, that is just so cute. It's a little short, but it's kind of adorable. Okay, there we go. Isn't that so cool? You would want to put your gift card in there before you tie it closed. And then like this. Now, this might be kind of heavy to put in the mail. I'm not quite sure. So I have a different solution if you're concerned about that. So check this out. This is the same stamp set, same dies, and the same paper, but this is a Christmas one. I didn't use a ribbon. I used the belly band. And I also, you can tell, used the Designer Series paper for all of these inside panels. So let me show you real quick just how to make this belly band in case you don't know how to. It's really simple. You take a strip, and I find the easiest way is to take my bone folder and give this thing a curl because you don't want it to, You don't want it to crease when you close it because that will make it like impossible to get on and off. Well, you might be able to get it off, but you're not going to get it back on. So you want to leave a little extra push. So that's why you don't ever pinch these sides closed. So just curl your paper and then add a little glue and then close it. And I'm putting the ugly part on the front because we're going to add a label to the front here. So I didn't stamp on this, but I cut it out of this same bundle using this, and then I used the Christmas tree to cut out one of the Christmas trees in this paper to give this great belly band. Now, before we go, remember we had that piece of paper left over to make an envelope, and it'll just make such a beautiful gift set. So take your envelope. I like to kind of crease it over so I can really see where it is folding, because that's where I want to put my glue, just to the right of that on my envelope, flap only. Get as close to the edge as you can without squishing everywhere, and then make sure to get the middle. And then what you're going to do is bump your designer series paper right up to that edge. And then I always fold this over to make sure, like, can I see the white? Yeah, I can see the white. So I'm going to push this a little farther. And you want to make sure you don't extend past it too. So that's why I pick it up and look and see. And then I take my bone folder and squish that glue into a nice thin line. That just works so well. And then flip it over and trim off the excess. If you cut into your envelope like I just did, it really doesn't matter. The the designer series paper kind of takes your eye away from any unevenness. So it's kind of just like a no-brainer, like quick and easy way to make a full matching set. So you can do option 1 where you open it like this, or option 2. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I totally forgot. Option 1 opens like this and has the ribbon. Option 2 opens with a belly band but does not open. It's just you flip it over and put the inside layer on the outside just so you can sign it. That's going to cut down on a little bit of weight. Remember, you can find all the measurements for this project on the blog post. I've linked it in the description of this video, and I'll be emailing out the project sheet for this tomorrow morning. So you can, if you're not on my list, there's a link in the description to sign up for that as well. Thank you so much for watching. If you watched this video and liked it, give me a thumbs up. Man, that helps me out so much. I put out a new video every Thursday, so you can hit that subscribe button and the bell to get notified so you don't miss out on any of the fun projects I have coming up. Thank you so much for watching. Have a sunny day.